So today we will discuss about the drug design. So what is drug design? Drug design is also known as rational drug design. It is defined as a design of molecules that are complementary in shape and charge to the biomolecule target, which they interact and bind to it. It is the inert. It is the inert process of finding new medication based on knowledge of a biological target. This process is based on the biological target molecule, how to bind the drug bind to the biological target, how binding of drug with biological target either bind covalently or bind with another, or irreversible binding or reversible binding. This type of binding show with the drug between the drug molecule and the biological target, or we can say that the site of the target from which the drug can bind. We can design the drug that the drug easily can bind the target molecule or biomolecule that can easily bind to the target and show their pharmacological effect. So the drug designing is basically based on the designing of the target molecule with complementary and shape, with the complementary to the shape and size of the target site. So what is the approaches of the drug design? First one is random screening, second one is non-random screening, third one is drug metabolism studies, second last is clinical observation, and last one is the rational approaches to the lead discovery. First one is random screening. In random screening, the entire synthesized compound or chemical constituent obtained from natural product are evaluated in a series for their biological activity. Like example, antibiotics such as streptomycin, terramycin, and cyclosporin were found through this random screening technique. After that, non-random screening. In this method, only compound that possess similar structural skeleton were evaluated from their particular properties. Third, drug metabolism studies. It includes the study of chemical alteration of drug by the body. In order to develop new leads, the metabolites are studied for their properties, and such studies are expected to assess the activity. So after random and non-random screening, we can study the drug metabolism studies. The example of drug metabolism studies is Prontosil. Prontosil after in vivo after enzymatic or chemical transformation in vivo, it is it is converted to sulfanylamide, and the triaminobenzene, which is also known as the promoiety for the prontosil, is separated from it. Sulfanylamide show their action, pharmacological action, after separating from triaminobenzene. So the prodrug of sulfanylamide is prontosil, which can after metabolism this converted into sulfanylamide and show their pharmacological action. Next process is lead optimization. In drug discovery, uh, we can design the molecule complementary to the shape and size of the target site. So the firstly we discover about what is lead compound, or the what is the structure of the parent compound. So we can decide other uh, derivatives, how they can attached, or they can complement to the shape and size of the complementary to the shape and size of the this shape and size of the site of the binding. So the process or stages of lead optimization is the first one is identification of active part, that is pharmacophore identification. Second one is functional group optimization. If supposed to be we can isolate a pharmacophore benzene. So after isolating the benzene, we can optimize functional group by either toluene, either hydroxybenzene, or either bromobenzene. By optimizing the functional group, after that we can study SAR by inserting OH group on the benzene, or by inserting the CH3 group on the benzene, what activity can be increases or activity of the benzene molecule due to the OH part or CH3 part is decreases, can be optimized through SAR studies. After this, homologation of chain. So by we can increase by increasing the chain of the compound or decreasing the chain of the compound, we can enhance or decreases the, we can affect the we can affect the enhancement or decreasing of activity. Next, cyclization of side chain. The side chain also affect the whole parent molecule activity. If we cyclize the side chain, last bioisosteres is also affect the activity of pharmacological activity of the any compound. So the application of bioisosteres estradiol, so diethyl stilbestrol. Diethyl stilbestrol, artificial female hormone, which is used in place of estradiol for better pharmacological effect. Next one is clinical observation. Clinical observation, sometimes a drug during clinical trial exhibit more than one pharmacological activity. So a drug produces more than one effect. So the main activity is known as a therapeutic effect, and other activity or side effect, other effect is known as a side effect. Such drug may be used as a lead compound for the structural modification or to improve the potency of secondary activity. So example of sulfonamides drug. Sulfonamides drug consists of sulfathiazole derivatives. Main therapeutic effect is antibacterial and side effect is hypoglycemic. But sulfathiazole derivative which were used as specifically for the treating of typhoid fever or lowering the blood sugar drastically. So the derivative of sulfonamide, sulfathiazole, which have the specific activity against the typhoid fever, and also side effect is lower the blood sugar drastically, or side effect, we can say the side effect of is lower the blood sugar level. Next is rational approaches to lead discovery. It is the knowledge about the receptor and their mode of interaction with the drug molecule. So the how the drug molecule attaches to their target site, it is depend upon the designing of the target site and the drug molecule. Better the designing of the drug molecule and to the receptor site, better is the pharmacological effect. So, greater the potency, high selectivity, and less adverse effect are expected by the decreasing the flexibility of drug structure. So we can so we can produce or we can use such type of drug molecule that are complementary in shape and size of the target site. So to produce better pharmacological action. The example of rational approaches to lead discovery is a Parkinsonian disease deficiency of dopamine in brain. So target site dopamine is a cannot cross blood-brain barrier due to high lipophilicity. So we can prepare this product, that is levodopa. So levodopa is a too high. Levodopa is a more non-polar drug that can easily cross the blood-brain barrier and produces its effect at the site of the action.